Hey guys, how's it going? Hopefully you guys can hear me. My setup's a little different. And I have a window crack, so it would be kind of noisy. I might have to shut it. But we will see. Okay, let me make sure. If somebody could just comment that they can hear me, that would be fantastic. I don't really have a game plan for this live, but I am just gonna kind of chit chat with you guys and oh good. Okay, cool. You guys can hear me. Great. I'm just going to kind of chit chat with you guys, and if you have any questions, please ask me. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here for like a half hour, and then I have to actually go do something. So ask away. But for right now, I'll just kind of give you guys a life update. Um, Things are going good. Gus left today for a work trip, so yeah, it's just me and Frank for a couple days and then he'll come back, but I am trying to figure out some videos for you guys this weekend. I have some ideas. Curious to know what you guys want to see. I mean, the videos I make are for you guys, so I always want to know what kind of videos you want to see. I am gonna probably check out the Space Needle this week. If you're not aware, they redid the whole Space Needle. It was like $100 million renovation, so I want to go check that out and see what it looks like. I'm pretty thrilled to do that. Looks like we have a couple people on here, which is great. Chris and Gus. Oh, this is so awkward, Gus. Get off. Um, but yeah, okay, we have some questions. Let me okay, hey Austin, hey, okay, we got a lot of people. Hello, hello, okay. I really appreciate your videos. I'm currently living in Milwaukee. Milwaukee, that's, I feel like, I'm from Wisconsin, so that's super cool. Looking forward to moving to Seattle, super great. Hey Rachel, I was at the Mall of America a couple days ago and I was walking and I swear I seen Gus and a Gus look-alike. Oh, cool. You know what? That's probably that could definitely happen since we're kind of from that area. I was going to stop and say hi, but I walked away. Oh, you should have just said hi. Why not, right? Um, but super cool. Okay. Anyways, like I was saying, I'm gonna check out the Space Needle this weekend. And try to vlog that for you guys so you can see what that looks like if you're interested. I know a lot of people when they come here, they want to see the Space Needle, which is definitely something to see, but it's kind of pricey. Like it's definitely went up in price, especially since the renovation. It's like $26 or maybe a little bit more than that. But I'm really stoked to go see it, and hopefully if you're visiting, this will be helpful for you if you want to see it as well. Cool. Oh, and there's a bunch of people that are moving over here in a few months, which is super nice. Curious to know where you guys are coming from, like what state or country you guys are watching this live on. Frankie is trying to get out right now. Okay, great, and he's out. Um, what else? Life update. The weather has been insane over here. Ooh, we got some Kansas and Arkansas. Cool. California. Um, it's been super gloomy and rainy and a little cold. I mean, it's June. It should not be cold. But it's been cold, and then on a side note, it keeps changing. So it's like super duper sunny, and then it'll start raining, and it goes back and forth all day long, and I'm like very over it. One second, let me just quickly shut my window. Okay. Um, cool. We got a lot of people. Um, we got Nevada, Atlanta, Alabama, Colorado. Cool. Oh, so cool. Um, what else? What was I? Okay. Um, oh, we got a question. Okay. I feel like I just lost my train of thought, so I'm really sorry about that. How can I just look at questions? Okay. Is the Skyway Bryn Mawr Lake Ridge area safe? What are your options? I am not familiar with that area. If somebody wants to chime in, that would be super helpful. I'm not sure what that area is. What do you think about the southern King County, like Tacoma area, Kent, Tukwila? So I just made a video on Monday. I posted it, and it was on the safety of, like, if I felt like Seattle was safe, I would definitely go watch that video. If I were you, who commented that? Zara, I think. Hello. Oh, sometimes this just doesn't let me. Frankie, what are you doing? So do I think the Tacoma Tukwila area is safe? So I explained all of that in that video, but since you're here, I don't like the Tukwila area that much. I lived there for a year. It was definitely not my favorite place to be. Tacoma, however, I don't have an issue with. I actually really like Tacoma. It's definitely like much quieter and more um it's just not as populated as Seattle, but I do really like Tacoma. I never really feel like super unsafe over there. I know some people love it, some people hate it, but I actually don't have an issue with Tacoma at all. I really like it. But when you get over to like Kent and Tukwila, just not my favorite places to be. They're a little sketch, and it's definitely just a different crowd of people over there. And I know when you're looking for a place, you guys, it's cheaper to live over there. Like I remember when I was looking at places, um, it was always like a big amount different. It was just so much cheaper living in Kent and whatnot. So it's not worth it though. Gus, do you recommend this underground tour I keep hearing about? You are so annoying. Yes, if you want to do the underground tour, it's super fun. It's super educational. And it's definitely worth the price. So yeah, I would say if you're visiting Seattle, the underground tour is super duper fun and definitely worth checking out. Okay, we have a bunch of questions. Have you ever been to Shoreline? Is it safe? Or what are things to do there? Hope to move to North Seattle or even Shoreline. Cool. So I don't have an issue with Shoreline, and I actually know somebody who lives in Shoreline, and they absolutely love it. However, I feel like some parts are a little sketch and ghetto. But for the most part, I think it's pretty safe. In my opinion, I think that northern Seattle is safer than southern Seattle, just in my experience. But Shoreline's not bad. It's definitely cheaper. It wouldn't be the first place I'd want to move, but it's definitely not a bad place to live. It's very family friendly and safe. Okay, we got some more questions. Oop. Okay, what about Renton? What about Renton, and what do you think about Tukwila Mall? I'm having second thoughts about going there since I'm going there in a week. The best part of Tukwila is the mall. It's huge, it's nice, it's big, but that's kind of it. There's nothing else to do in Tukwila. Go to the mall, enjoy it, have a good time, but then like there's just not much to do. So yeah, you can definitely check it out. I think that's super fun, but that's kind of it. What about Renton? And what do you think about Tukwila? Okay, Renton's good. Renton's similar to Tukwila though, but seriously, if you watch that video, I feel like you'll get more insight on how I feel about Tukwila and Renton. They're not my favorite places. There's better places near Seattle to live, I promise. I'm in Port Orchard and used to work in Kent. I only worked there for 2 weekends and it was terrifying. Had bad experience here. Tacoma is awesome. Yes, thank you. Was it Taylor? Oh my gosh, I keep trying to click on these. Okay. Tanisha. Thank you, Tanisha, for chiming in. Port Orchard's cool. Yes, Kent is just a little weird, right? It's kind of it kind of leaves you with like an uneasy feeling, and I'm not saying that the people there are bad, but I remember one time, not in Kent, but Gus and I were picking up ATV in Auburn, and oh my goodness, we felt the vibe. It was so scary being there. And yeah, we went at night, but it was like I didn't know if we were gonna make it out alive. Like I remember going to get the TV, chatting with this guy for a really long time, and then coming back, and Gus had like just a terrible note on his car, and it was like the next time you park here, like you won't have a car. It was something super duper rude and super scary, and I was just like, we gotta get out of here. So Kent, Auburn, that area, like just not my favorite. Not my favorite place. Okay, next. Do you know anything about Spokane? Moving there in 7 weeks from Hawaii. Ooh, you're moving from Hawaii? How cool. So Spokane, I believe, has a really good nursing school. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like Gonzaga, is that right? I feel like that's in Spokane. It's not close to Seattle at all, if I'm thinking of the right area. It's like 4 hours away or so. Um, and I don't know much about Spokane, but I do know this, and I don't want to say this to scare you, but a lot of 48-hour podcasts I listen to always end up back in Spokane. I don't know why that is, but I feel like it's a nice, cool area, but maybe some sketch people live over there. I don't know, sketch people live everywhere. But the only thing I really know about Spokane is all the mystery crime podcasts I listen to. A lot of them come back to Spokane. So other than that, I think it's a great place. My daughter, or my boss's daughter's like going to live there, and he loves it. So it's probably a fine area. Okay, let's see. What a cute cat on the photograph. Thanks, Dad. Okay. Cool. Okay, Ty. Stayed with a fam who lived in Tacoma last month, and I was visiting. It was pretty. Yeah, Tacoma is really nice. I do like Tacoma. It's safe. It doesn't feel like unsafe by any means. How okay. How hard was it to find a place? Did you find your first one before you moved there, and did you find it after? So I actually found it before I moved here. I don't think I could have moved here without finding a place. Gus and I found the place that we lived in, which was in Columbia City. We found that through the Facebook group, which I link in literally every single video. That Facebook group is so awesome because it's super safe, and the people that post listings on there are actual people. You can look at their accounts, and then if there's ever any like unsafe people posting on there, they get shut down right away. So that's why I really like the Facebook group. And that's also the place that's also where Gus and I found our first place. So it was super beneficial and nice and easy that way. But it can definitely be a little tricky if you know, you run into dates being not the correct ones and such. But that Facebook group is honestly super nice. I do want to say this too. I've had a lot of people reach out to me, and somebody has told me that if you're looking to move here and you don't have a place but you still want to be out here, it's a really good idea to look into Airbnb, because Airbnb does do some subletting things. So like I knew somebody who was moving out here, and they did like a month in an Airbnb. That way they could be out here and look at apartments. They didn't necessarily have all their stuff, and it depends. Some people bring all their stuff, some people don't. But definitely consider Airbnb, because they have a really good setup with like being able, when you're moving to a place, being able to stay for a month or so, even 2 months. Like this guy, he stayed for 2 months in an Airbnb and was able to find a job and a place and then move out into that. So that's definitely a really good option, and it's one I forget about all the time, but I need to start talking about because I think it saves a lot of people's life. That way they can come out here, they can look, and they can sign a place, if that makes sense, because sometimes you don't want to just move out here without having seen a place. I totally get that, and having that Airbnb option is really convenient. Okay, I know there's some more questions. Okay. Does you and Gus use a phone landing or cell phones? Just wondering. We I don't think anybody uses landlines anymore. That might have been rude. That was not supposed to come off as rude, but no, we do not use a landline. Super random question. Okay, come on. My questions are lagging. Okay. I spent a few minutes in Starbucks parking lot in Kent, and I'm pretty sure I saw a few drug deals. Yeah, there's always some weird stuff going on in Kent. It's just not the safest place to be by any means. I always get weird vibes too when I'm over there. Okay. Is Seattle a great place to throw ragers? Good question, Draco Malfoy. How did you get that username? Is it a great place to throw ragers? Sure, I feel like any city is a good place to throw a rager. However, I have not been to any ragers or house parties. I feel like people are way too passive aggressive to hold them. And you know, if you're from here, correct me if I'm wrong, but people do not throw ragers over here, although I'm sure there are some good ones I just do not know about. Do you know anything about Portland, Oregon? I know a little bit. I've only been there once. I'm hoping to go back there this summer again. When I visited, I ended up getting like food poisoning, which wasn't super fun, and kind of just totally put a damper on the trip. But it was really cool. I feel like the people in Portland are much weirder than the people here, and in a really good way, because they back everything up. Anything that they're wearing or saying or doing, they just are like so about it. Frankie. Okay, come on. Come on, dude. Can you behave? Thank you. Okay. Okay. Okay, we got a bunch. Interested in moving to Seattle or a little outside of the city. Any cities around Seattle cheaper? My boyfriend and I make around 3,500 a month together. We're from SoCal. Gizmer. Come on, comments. We're from SoCal. Okay, cool. So you're looking to move to Seattle or a little outside. Um, yes. So I've done a lot of housing videos. I did a live on housing. If you're looking to move outside of the city, I'm guessing you guys are wanting to get a one bedroom because you live together, and you can for sure find a one bedroom for like $1,500 and up in the city, which is super great. If you're looking for a little outside, I would check out Bellevue. Bellevue is ritzy and nice, but it's not Seattle. However, it's very close, and I think it's the best place, in my opinion, to move to that isn't Seattle. Frankie, please behave. He needs to be everywhere I am, which is so annoying. But okay, Frank. He is really, really cutting close. You're so welcome. I hope that answers your question. But definitely check out Bellevue. Oh my gosh, he's gonna knock everything down. Frankie baby, come on, man. Okay. Sorry, my cat stepped on my keyboard and I sent those numbers. Oh, you're fine. Frank would do the same thing if my phone was down. Okay, I also moved and drove here from Ohio about 3 months ago. I'm not in Seattle, but a ferry ride away. But your videos have helped me. God, these comments are just, they keep disappearing. Okay, videos help me with. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm so happy that they're helping. That makes me feel super good. Thank you so much, Tanisha. I really appreciate that. Do you ever meet up with subscribers? I do. I meet up with subscribers all the time. Usually Gus and I do. However, this summer I'm like very, very busy and I feel bad. Like that's kind of one thing I wanted to talk about on this. I feel like in a lot of videos I'm like, you guys should DM me, ask me your questions, and I have been getting so many DMs and I've been having a really, really tough time keeping up with them. And I don't want to say I can't answer everyone because I want to answer everyone, and it's just this week and last week they've been really hard to get to everybody, and yeah, that's kind of just something I wanted to talk about because I feel like in every video I'm like, go to my Instagram and DM me whatever your questions are and I'm there to answer them, but I have so many DMs and I cannot keep up with them, you guys. So I'm gonna just I've been shutting my phone off super early at night because it's been stressing me out a little bit. So that's why I'm starting to do these lives so I can answer your questions here because my DMs are so full and I only get to about 30 a day because they're so long, and I try to give everybody very detailed responses. So that's why I probably haven't gotten back to all of you guys, but it definitely is. This is something I want to start doing so I can answer any questions you guys have. Okay, let me keep going. Glad you're doing well. We will be moving up there soon, and some of my closest friends live up there. Thank you. That's so awesome and so fun. It's gonna be. I mean, the summer is the best time to move out here. So, kudos to you for doing that. There's a strip club in Portland that sells awesome steaks. Oh, okay. You know what? Actually, somebody else was telling me that there's like really amazing strip clubs in Portland, and that if I go, that's one of the only things I should do. And I'm like, I think there's other things to do, but thanks for the tip. I mean, I'm sure they have great strip clubs. Okay. I'm asking because I was in Seattle a month ago and would consider to message you. Always, I feel like you can always message me. I always love reading you guys' messages, but like since I started posting, it's been like what, 2 weeks, a little bit more consistently. The DMs have just been coming in, and I feel bad because sometimes people are visiting and they want to meet up, and then by the time I get to their message, it's too late. So definitely feel free to message me, but I'm really, really sorry if I don't get back to you. Hey, Erica! Thank you for, I don't know if you're still on, but oh my gosh, thank you for popping on. I'm trying to do these lives more often, so hopefully you're enjoying them. Let me grab Frankie. Come on, bud. You are being so naughty. Okay. He's just woken up from a nap. Moving there a month from, okay, so CJ, moving there a month from Philippines, are there a lot of jobs in finance? There are a ton of jobs in finance. I feel like when people move out here, they always think that there's only tech jobs, and that's totally not the case. Yes, we have Amazon, we have Microsoft, but there's so many other types of jobs out here. It's not just tech. So yes, we have a lot of finance jobs. I know when I was looking, there was a bunch of finance jobs. But yes, don't just think that there's just tech jobs. There's kind of jobs for everybody. Okay. Sorry, I have another question. Did your family support you? My parents normally laugh and don't take me seriously. Did your parents do that to you? Were they supportive? My parents have been supportive through everything, even if they don't agree with it. Depending how old you are too, I feel like there's got to be a point in your life where you're just like, you know what, this is what I want to do. I'm gonna do it. I love you guys. Bye. But yes, my parents have been super supportive. They haven't agreed with everything I've done, but they've been more than supportive. And I'm really sorry that your parents aren't. That would be really, really hard. But you gotta just remember that this is your life. You're 24, so if moving here is what you want, then make it happen. You can totally do it. Like, I was 23 when I moved here. Yeah, I was 23 when I moved here, and it was scary, and my parents probably were more scared than I was, but they were supportive, and at the end of the day, it's your life. You only get one life, so you know, if you want to move out here, definitely do it. I saw you live and wanted to come and give you some love. Aw, have a great evening, Erica. Okay. I might be coming back in the fall if I don't take a trip to Boston, so I'll be sure to message you. Super, sounds good, Brendan. Definitely, yeah, definitely message me. I'm always, this is like super lame too, but I do a lot of solo work, or either I'm with Gus, so I love vlogging with you guys too. I know that's weird, and I haven't done a vlog in a while, but I'm doing one this week. But I like vlogging with you guys, so like, I'm always looking for random vlog buddies. So if you guys are down for that, let me know. What else? Tech jobs are only 10% of new jobs in Seattle. Ooh, super interesting. Thank you for that statistic, Tyson. I did not know that. I feel like all of the DMs I get are not DMs, or like comments. They're like, oh my gosh, is there any type of other jobs in Seattle besides tech jobs? And I'm like, yes, yes, there are. Okay. I do have one more question. Do you think it would be hard to work as a travel photographer, blogger, influencer in Seattle? Absolutely not. Like, if that's what you want to do, this is the place to do it. And let me tell you why. Because if you go to LA, it's way too saturated with those people, right? If you go to LA, it's too saturated. And I think even if you go to New York, it's way too saturated with people that want to do that. It doesn't mean you can't do it, but like, Seattle is like an up and coming place. So I feel like if you want to be a photographer or blogger, this is a great place to do it. And there's also a really great group of people here that are doing it. There's a ton of fashion bloggers here. Like, I remember when I first moved here, that was one group I didn't try to get into, but like, I don't know, kind of took a step into the fashion blog scene and wanted to see if that was for me. It wasn't. Great group of people though, and there's just a ton of creative souls out here. And yes, the short answer, yes. If you want to do blogging, photography type things, this is a great place to do it. And I feel like the Pacific Northwest has such a specific style when it comes to that. Like, we're so like moody with our edits, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense to you. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling. I was born in Seattle and I definitely want to go back. Yes, Seattle is so awesome. Well, coming from a place like West Virginia, I fell in love with Seattle, and I've been a majority of my life, and I've been to majority of the major cities in the US. Oh, cool, super cool. So you know Seattle probably pretty well then, I'm guessing. Let me drink some water. I'm like, bleh. That's kind of all I have. I just didn't. I kind of just wanted to jump on here. I have about 6 more minutes if you guys have any questions. Um, they can be anything. They don't have to be Seattle related. Well, if I end up moving there, I'd love to collab with you and Gus. Yes, for sure. We love to collab with people. We just got to find the right time to do so. Anything else? I'm trying to think. Next weekend, we have Seattle Pride, is it next weekend? Yeah, Seattle Pride, which I'm so excited for. I love Pride. That'll be super duper fun, and I will for sure vlog that. Um, what else? I don't know. If you guys ever have any video suggestions for me, I eat that up. So please message me on my Instagram so I can like just write those down, because honestly, you guys, all my Seattle videos they're for you guys. Like, I live here. I feel like I don't, I know this information, but I want to help you guys. So what videos would help you? Um, and I want to make a list so I can make those. Like, most of them this summer would be awesome, but like, just let me know what you guys want to see, and I will try to, to make them. Ooh, my my gimbal just like died. Okay. You are providing valuable services for anyone. Oh, thank you. Oh, Kelly just moved here. So great. Any cities you were interested in moving besides Seattle? Yes, I was very interested in, let me try to hold this. My gimbal just like died on me. I was very interested in moving to Colorado and also to Portland, but Seattle was calling my name, so that's why I did that. Um, I'm gonna take you guys. I think I can walk with this. Let me try. Ah! Yeah, it's like dying. Come on, gimbal, you can do it. It says no. Ooh! Let's see. Okay. Okay, I can walk with you guys. Okay. Now it's working. Okay, cool. Let me see if I can get back to some of the questions. Any other cities you were interested in? Okay, so I answered that. Colorado, Denver area, Portland, things like that. Is it really expensive to live there, especially if you go to a university? Yes. Yes. And yes. I want to make more videos on college, because I did go to college and I have a lot of I have a lot of opinions on college and if it's the right thing for people to do, and I definitely want to make more videos about that. And even like the U of W here is so beautiful, you guys. It is a beautiful, beautiful school. However, it is so expensive. Like, it's so expensive and you don't realize how much you're paying until you're paying for it afterwards. So I don't know. I want to make more videos about stuff like that, because a lot of young people think they have to go to college, and that is just not the case. Anyways, different topic, different day. Oh, thank you. Is it Taita? Thank you, Taita. I love your vlogs. Thank you so much. Am I a Hawks fan? I am sometimes. I feel like even Seattle, not every Seattleite, but like sometimes Seattle people don't even know if they're Hawk fans. They go all over the place. I'm from Wisconsin though, so I like the Packers, and I feel like when I was in Wisconsin I was like, oh, the Packers, but now that I'm here I'm like, oh my goodness, the Packers. So I guess probably a little bit of the Packers. Sometimes the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks have the best outfits and colors. Camping, hiking spots near Seattle. Rattlesnake is a huge one. I feel like this isn't super near Seattle, but if you have the opportunity, Diablo Lake is so beautiful, and it's a hot spot in the summer. Those are kind of like trendy ones. I used to know a bunch more, but it's kind of, if you look online, they have a lot of secret spots for hiking and camping that are super fun. And what else? There's a lot of Pacific Northwest Instagram accounts I feel like I could give you guys if you're interested in like hiking and stuff, because I follow a lot of people that go camping literally every single weekend to an amazing, beautiful spot in Washington. And yeah, they would be much better people to ask than myself. So the Facebook group I'm talking about, I will for sure put in the description when I'm editing this afterwards. It's a great Facebook group if you're looking to move out here, and it just makes finding a place a lot easier. Okay. Any more questions? Thank you for answering my question, Rachel. You are the only person I found who talks so much detail. I've gotten information to channel. Then, oh, you're so welcome. I'm glad I can answer your questions. I'm still learning too, so I make mistakes all the time, you guys, when I give you information. Like, I'm giving you guys my opinions all the time, but when it comes to like static statistics, sometimes I don't get them right because I'm not from here and I'm learning every day. So thank you guys for being so patient with me. I feel like I've been getting a lot of, not well, yeah, pretty mean comments about things I mess up on, but honestly, I'm just trying to give you guys my opinion on things, and obviously it'll change throughout the years and stuff, but I'm glad that you guys are enjoying this information. And okay, Lindsay, yay! Yes, UW videos. I feel like I need to do that, and I want to do that. So, okay, guys, it's been 30 minutes. I probably should sign out. Hopefully, this helped you guys. Make sure to DM me if you do have any video suggestion ideas. That would be the biggest help to me. And also, if you have any questions, definitely DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is rachel.waldorf.